the best country in the world, and to continue to keep our state and nation running. As long as we have been a state, West Virginia has always done the heavy lifting. Our workers have mined the coal, that forged the steel, that built the tanks and ships that have won our nation's wars. West Virginia powers our nation, not only with our natural resources, but also with our labor force. We have proven over and over again that the greatest strength of our economy.
An extra $200 a month would reflect a 12% increase to this amount, and currently Social Security taxes are paid only on the first $147,000. Happy Tuesday everybody, and hope everyone's having a great day so far. So in this video, let's go over the latest news surrounding a fourth stimulus check and a $200 increase in your Social Security benefits. By the way everybody, if you believe that the Social Security benefits must be increased by $200 a month, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes. I personally believe that our politicians in Congress must do a better job in helping out the American people. The great American people still need help, and they need help now. And if you guys agree with my message, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family. Because remember folks, the whole goal of this channel is to provide you with the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check news. I want to see every member of my community receive more stimulus payments. Way too many people are suffering. Now everybody, Joe Biden is set to outline the American family's plan in his speech to Congress this Thursday. Now everybody, we finally have some great news in regards to more stimulus payments and the $200 increase for all of you guys that are on federal benefits. According to multiple sources, Joe Biden is set to outline the American family's plan in his speech to Congress very soon. That's according to what White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said. Now the American family's plan is expected to focus on policies including things like paid family leave, childcare, as well as free community college. In addition everybody, the Biden administration is reportedly teeing up under the massive economic spending package that will help millions of families across the country. Now Joe Biden did already release the American Jobs Plan, which is a $2.25 trillion tax and spending initiative that would make investments in the nation's roads and bridges, as well as water systems, green energy, hospitals, and elder care. Also folks, the newest measure is expected to call for roughly $1 trillion in new spending and about $500 billion in tax credits. Now this new bill would also include an extension of the expanded child tax credit all the way to 2025, and this will reject a measure from some Democratic lawmakers to make the expansion permanent. Now the $1.9 trillion relief package passed in March authorized $3,000 for every dependent ages 6 to 17 and $3,600 for every dependent under age 6. But there are multiple issues with this everybody. But folks, there's a lot of problems with this proposal. Republicans have already criticized the size and scope of Joe Biden's $2.25 trillion proposal. Multiple Republican senators slammed Biden's push to raise the corporate tax rate from 28% to 28% from 21%, and they called it a non-negotiable red line. Reports say that the president provided a watered-down version of the forbearance loan. More details on the previously announced update income-driven repayment plan and a promise again to help America out. Joe Biden said it would actually be discharging the loans for borrowers who've been in repayment for about 20-25 years under the program. But now, under the announcement from Joe Biden again, Biden has announced the programs of the day of the Supreme Court decision. Questioning remains about how implementation for this process will work, to help borrowers adjust their monthly payments and to restart in September. The president announced that the revamped program, which will last 12 months according to student loan experts, is actually a forbearance in many ways. It can help borrowers pay their student loans. Some advocates are actually recommending that they do not even use the on-ramp program and thus avoid interest accrual. Now during this period, borrowers who miss payments won't be reported to the credit bureaus and won't be considered in default and won't be referred to collection agencies for those payments. It's similar to the payment pause during the crisis, which was actually called forbearance, but the interest will occur, and a key difference: during this key crisis payment pause, interest was set at 0%. According to Yahoo News, although payments won't even be due for another year, balances will start accruing interest on September 1st. The longer it takes for Biden to cancel the debt, the more it will cost the people that
to rein in unsustainable spending and reorient the nation's fiscal trajectory before it is too late. Now, top Senate Republican Mitch McConnell was confident yesterday that the country would not face a financial crisis.
In the end, I think the important thing to remember is that America must never default on its debt. It never has and never will. But we'll end up in some kind of negotiation with the administration over what.
So both Democratic and Republican automatically get your fourth check. There are also huge changes to monthly benefits that may be coming next month. New delivery dates have been confirmed by state officials, and here is your daily update for your fourth stimulus check. A nationwide outage was reported with the SNAP program, leaving more than 1 million people without the ability to use their benefit transfer cards to make payments at retail stores. Agencies in Massachusetts and South Carolina reported on Sunday that customers are unable to make purchases with their electronic benefit transfer cards. The South Carolina Department of Social Services wrote in a Twitter post that it is aware of processing issues of electronic benefit transfer cards due to a third-party processor outage impacting programs in multiple states. The department later tweeted out that all the systems were restored, resolving the processing issues. The Massachusetts Department of Transitional Assistance also said in a Twitter post that electronic benefit transfer card processing in the state was affected, but later said that the issue was resolved. Several U.S. states have officially announced. But guys, the good news is this. Joe Biden said Monday that he is prepared to compromise ahead of a White House meeting with a bipartisan group of lawmakers. Joe Biden said in Oval Office, "As I indicated earlier, I'm prepared to compromise, prepared to see what we can do and what we can get together on. It's a big package, but there are a lot of needs." Now for all of our seniors out there, in regards to your federal benefits like Social Security and even Medicare, multiple Democratic senators are pushing Biden to include healthcare in the next American Family Plan. 17 senators specifically asked Joe Biden to lower the Medicare eligibility age, expand Medicare benefits, and allow the program to negotiate lower drug prices. And later, tell me what you think in the comments below. A $2,000 fourth stimulus check, there's a big update on that. Lawmakers are considering a bill that would send more one-time relief payments to millions of people. This will be a huge boost to many people. California lawmakers could soon push a one-time California child tax credit to low-income families. This will be a measure supporters say will help families and children living in poverty. And there is a bill that was introduced, and the legislation would utilize the state's budget surplus to provide a one-time $2,000 California child tax credit per child, ages 17 and younger to families that earn $30,000 or less. And under this bill, a family with children ages 0 to 5 could receive $3,000 per child, $1,000 of which would come from the state's existing child tax credit. After Congress did not pass an extension of the expanded child tax credit, Biden administration's American Rescue Plan, the child tax credit was extended from $2,000 to $3,600 per dependent. Now, many people are saying this bill is going to be a game changer. Supporters of the bill told lawmakers that more than 100,000 California families with children and half of workers without children currently receive a California earned income tax credit of less than $100. Advocates have said that increasing tax credits is one of the most effective ways of defeating poverty. Here's some news on inflation, everybody. Jerome Powell emphasized his resolve to get inflation down, saying he will back interest rate increases until prices start falling back toward a healthy level. During an interview with the Wall Street Journal, Powell said if that involves moving past broadly understood levels of neutral